It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is day 21 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Today's amazing sketch is from Deborah Hunt. So I will have her Instagram linked down below. She is the beachy gal, so super fun there. I love this sketch. Absolutely love this sketch. It's so different and so fun. And I have these pictures from the lake. And so what I did was I grabbed a Hip Kit Club kit. I think this is from January of 2022. And I am doing the background paper with this kind of blue tone on tone. And then I took this yellow kind of geometric paper and trimmed it down to 4 2-inch strips. And then I trimmed my photos down to, I think they're 2 by 3, and attached them to the papers. And then I went ahead and actually rolled the top of the papers just using a pencil. And then I staggered them just like in the sketch. So they stair step all the way up. So now I'm going to go through all of the stuff in this kit. So there's an ephemera pack. There is like a wood veneer sheet. There's a chipboard sheet. And there's other stuff in this kit, but I don't use anything else. So there's a ton of little tiny embellishments. And so you can see in the sketch that she basically has some embellishing on the bottom of each of the photos. So I want to do that as well. But I'm also going to embellish a little bit on top of the photos, where you can see she also has some embellishment on top of the photos. Now, in the sketch, in the bottom right-hand corner, she's got some lines for journaling. And I could probably put my journaling over there, but I am going to start with an embellishment cluster for that section. And she does have a little embellishment. She's got some arrows. I think it'll be really fun. I think there's going to be lots of arrows used today. There's just something about when a sketch calls for a certain shape. It's funny that we do tend to use that shape. That is not the intention, though. Most of the time, the intention of the sketch is they're going to put a shape in that area, and that just kind of gives you an idea of where would be a good spot for some embellishments or embellishment clusters. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to use that shape, but it's funny how a lot of us do. Today I'm not. Well, that's not completely true, because on the third and fourth, the last 2 strips of paper, on the bottom of those photos, I grabbed 2 of those wood pieces that you see there. One says, "Go do it." One says, "Happiness this way." And they are kind of arrows. So I am actually embracing some of those arrows. So now I'm going to work on my title. So you can see in the sketch, it's a pretty big title and it fits really nicely in there. So I had first thought I was going to do this "So Excited" die cut, and it just seemed a little small. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. I grabbed this Focus on the Good, which is a chipboard piece, and it still seems a little small too. So I'm toying with the idea of maybe bringing another strip of paper up there to kind of extend that, or maybe adding a couple of embellishments. And ultimately, yeah, I am actually going to not use any of those. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to use the alphas that came in the kit and spell out good friends, which does take up a little bit more of the space, which I like, but there's still kind of a little funny gap. So I grab this good vibes. So my title is Good Friends, Good Vibes. And that's perfect since we were out and we were on the lake and hanging out and playing in the tube. Now there is still a little too much white space, so I go ahead and put kind of that like rainbow starburst in front of the G. And then I'm going to find a chipboard piece to put on top of that that says Good Times Ahead. So I guess you could read the title as Good Times Ahead, Good Friends, Good Vibes. It was all good. See? Maybe that should be my journaling. This lake trip was all good. So I'm just going to add a couple of hearts to the other side to kind of balance it out a little bit. I did pull out one of these little asterisks from the thicker sheet and pop that on for a little more black and white. So I have lots of color on this layout, but I also have some black and white elements as well as some wood veneer, which I think is fun. Like there's just I just feel like this layout is fun. I really, really enjoyed it. So thank you to Deborah. I do have a couple of close-ups for you. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'd love to chat with you. I will have, again, Deborah's Instagram linked as well as the playlist so you can see everybody else's take on this sketch today. And that's going to do it. So remember to wear your crown, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.